So let's start from the chemical mutagenic agents. Physical mutagenic agents we have covered in our previous lecture. So now we will start with the chemical mutagens. Chemicals are actually dangerous for the entire world. The first mutagenic effect of the nitrogen mustard gas was reported during 1942. Nitrogen mustard gas was heavily used during World War First and World War Second. So after the end of the World War Second, the individuals which were exposed to this dangerous gas, they were examined and reported that they had modifications in their genetic material. So the first chemical to be reported as mutagenic was nitrogen mustard gas. The base analogs among the chemical mutagens, base analogs which are structurally similar to the bases which are incorporated into the DNA. These base analogs are chemicals similar to the bases of DNA. Purine and pyrimidines are structurally resemble the DNA bases. Among the base analogs, bromouracil and aminopurine are two common base analogs incorporated into DNA instead of normal bases during the process of replication. So during the process of replication, when there is the synthesis of DNA, during this process, bromouracil and aminopurines, which are the base analogs, they are incorporated into the DNA, and due to this incorporation of bromouracil and aminopurine, there is modification in the newly synthesized strands of DNA. The 5-bromouracil are artificially synthesized molecules. These are a base analog utilized in the genetic research which is incorporated in DNA in place of the thymine. Instead of the methyl group of the thymine, the bromouracil contains bromine group. So, in case of the bromouracil, there is the bromine group which is present instead of the methyl group which is present in case of the thymine base. This bromouracil it highly resembles to the thymine. So the bromouracil it pairs with the adenine as like the thymine and produces the mutation. So due to the pairing of the bromouracil with the adenine, it causes the mutations after the process of replication. So this is the pairing of the 5-bromouracil with the adenine. So due to this bonding of the adenine with the 5-bromouracil in the newly synthesized DNA strand, there will be the mutation at the place of 5-bromouracil, where instead of thymine, the 5-bromouracil is present. During the process of replication, the 5-bromouracil it bonds with the guanine, and then after during the synthesis of DNA, this 5-bromouracil it is replaced by the cytosine. Thus, the TA base pair is replaced by the GC base pair at the end of the replication, and this happens because of the tetrameric shift of 5-bromouracil from enol to the keto formation. So during the process of replication, the 5-bromouracil it is replaced. It replaces its structure. It changes from the enol conformation to the keto conformation, and thus the TA base pair is replaced by the GC base pair. So this is the whole mechanism shown during the replication process where the TA is replaced by the GC. This is the normal thymine bonds to the adenine. And when this thymine is replaced with the bromouracil, uh, during the replication process, there will be two different strand synthesis, two strand synthesis. One of the bromouracil, 5-bromouracil, it will pair with the guanine, and the second strand where there is the adenine, adenine will bind with the thymine. Thymine will be incorporated into this strand, the normal strand. But this will be 5-bromouracil, it will be paired with the guanine. And in the second phase of the replication, this 5-bromouracil, it will be bonds with the guanine, and this guanine will pair with the cytosine here. And then this the normal, there will be the normal thymine pairs with the adenine, the two newly synthesized strands, they will be normal thymine paired with the adenine and thymine paired with the adenine. These are the normal replication process without mutation. But this is the, where is the TA, thymine adenine pair. Thymine adenine pair is replaced with the cytosine guanine pair here in this case. So this is the modified or mutated strand. So due to the 5-bromouracil incorporation into the DNA, this results in the thymine adenine pair is replaced with the cytosine guanine pair. Thus, a mutation occurs in the and after the replication process. Then the second class are the base analogs that are the aminopurines. Aminopurines, these are another base analogs which is similar to the adenine and can pair with either thymine or cytosine. Pairing with cytosine is less frequent, but pairing with the thymine is more frequent. It can also cause adenine thymine pair replaces with the guanine cytosine pair, or guanine cytosine pair replaces to adenine thymine pair during the replication process. Then second class are the chemical mutagenic agents. They are the alkylating agents. These include ethyl nitrosourea, mustard gas, and vinyl chloride are common alkylating agents that add alkyl group to the DNA and damages it. So these alkylating agents then can add alkyl group to the DNA, thus the structure of DNA is damaged. The agents induce base pairing errors by increasing ionization and produces gaps in the DNA strand. So due to these alkylating agents, there is the ionization in the DNA and gaps in the DNA structure are produced. The alkylated purine bases are removed by the phenomena called depurination. So the alkylated purine bases, they are removed, and this process is known as depurination. Depurination is not mutagenic and can be repaired by the DNA repair pathway. So depurination process, it is not mutagenic, and the system which can repair DNA exists in the living organism, and this repair system, they can repair the depurinated DNA. The common alkylating agents are the methyl hydrazine, temozolomide, dacarbazine, busulfan, thiatepa, carbustine, lobustine, dimethyl sulfate, and ethyl ethane sulfate. These chemicals, they are the alkylating agents. They can add alkyl group to the DNA molecule, and thus the structure of DNA is damaged, and thus the DNA is modified, and it can cause different abnormalities in the organism where this process takes place. Then when nitrites, food preservatives added to smoked meat, it forms nitrosamine like a mutagen that can break DNA and creates DNA cross-linking. So different nitrites, these are the food preservatives. When they are added to the smoked meat, it can form nitrosamine like mutagen, and this nitrosamine, it can break DNA and it can create DNA cross-linking. Then the third class are the chemical mutagen Mutagenic agents are the intercalating agents. The common intercalating agents include acidium bromide. This is routinely used in gel electrophoresis. In the gel, it is used for the during the construction of the during the formation of the gel. This acidium bromide it is routinely used in the lab experiments. It is one of the intercalating agents. The next intercalating agent is the proflavin. Then the third one is the acridine orange. Then fourth one is the donorobicin. These different chemicals, they are the intercalating mutagenic agents. These molecules intercalate between the bases of DNA and disrupt its structure. If it is incorporated during the replication, it can cause frame shift mutation. So during the process of replication, if this damage occurs, this can shift the operative frame. So the normal operative frame it is shifted and there is the new operative frame and it can lead to different protein formation. It may also block transcription. So similarly, as the replication process is modified, the DNA after the replication process is modified. Similarly, during the transcription process, which leads to the protein formation, this process may also be halted due to the intercalating agents damage to the DNA. So here is the effect of the intercalating agent on the DNA. This is the normal double-stranded DNA. After the exposure to the acridine intercalant mutagenic agents, this segment of the DNA, this is disturbed, this is damaged. So this part is deleted. So there is a deletion due to the exposure to the acridine, and then there will be the deletion, and this segment will be deleted, and this will cause to the shift of the operative frame. Due to the, instead of the normal operative frame, there would be a new operative frame, and this may lead to a modified protein production, or totally the protein will not be produced. So this may cause lethality in the organism which bears this damaged DNA segment. The intercalating agents either cause deletion or insertion and disrupts the DNA structure. So then the different metal ions, they are also mutagenic. Metal ions are also dangerous to our DNA as it acts in varieties of different ways. Nickel, chromium, cobalt, cadmium, arsenic, chromium, and iron are some of the common metal ions which are dangerous to the DNA, and these can cause mutations. The metal ions work by producing reactive oxygen species. So due to the effect of the metal ions reported here, these different metal ions, they can produce reactive oxygen species, and these can hinder the DNA repair pathway, cause DNA hypermethylation, or may directly damages the DNA. So these metal ions, they can affect the methylation process in the chromosomes, or the DNA is hypermethylated, or they can directly damage the DNA structure. There are some other chemical mutagenic agents, reactive oxygen species. These other chemical mutagenic agents, these include reactive oxygen species, benzene, synthetic rubber, and rubber products, sodium azide, aromatic amines, alkaloids, deaminating agents, and PAH, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. So these different chemicals, they are also mutagenic agents. They can damage our DNA, and so they can cause mutations, and these mutations they may be dangerous for the individual which carry the damaged DNA. So these were the different chemical mutagenic agents, starting from the base analogs. The base analogs, different base analogs such as the 5-bromouracil and aminopurine, they are dangerous for our DNA, and during the replicate process, these base analogs, they can be incorporated instead of the normal bases, and thus they can mutate the DNA. Then the different alkylating agents, these are dangerous to the DNA. Similarly, some intercalating agents, they are also damaging for the DNA. And then the metal ions, they destroy the DNA. And other than these four types, some other mutagenic, chemical mutagenic agents include reactive oxygen species, benzene, synthetic rubber, and rubber products, sodium azide, aromatic amines, alkaloids, deaminating agents, and PAH, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. These are different chemical agents which can cause damage to the DNA and thus are a source of mutations. So in our this lecture, we have covered the chemical mutagenic agents. In our previous lecture, we have discussed in detail about the physical mutagenic agents. So we stop our lecture here. So we have covered in detail the physical mutagenic agents and the chemical mutagenic agents. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the biological mutagenic agents.